Yo YouTube, what's up? I'm Tim. This is the kashkellyandac Sports Report. Today we got Richard from MLB Baseball Blogs. Richard, what's going on, man?
Not too much. This is a very interesting topic. It's something that I'm sure the viewers will love to hear about.
Yeah, I mean, and that interesting topic he's talking about, I just thought of it, really. Buster Posey or Joe Mauer? Now and long term, who is better? Now, first off, let's go through the stats. If you look at Buster Posey, average-wise, he was 305 last season. Obviously, he didn't play a full season, but being that Joe Mauer hits 327, I'm probably going to say he's the better average hitter. Would you agree with that?
Joe Mauer, yeah, I would agree that he's the better average hitter. Definitely, if you look at his MVP season, batting 365. Since coming into the league in 2004, he's only had 2 seasons where he's batted under 300, and that was 2005 and 2007 where he hit 293 and 294. So still pretty close to 300. I think Mauer is better as far as average goes.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing to look at, I mean, it seems like Joe Mauer's been in the league so long. He's only 27, so he's only a few years older than Posey still. But long term, we'll see. Now, if you go to the home run category, you look at Buster Posey, who won only 108 games, hit 18 home runs. So he could very easily be a candidate to hit 30 this season or 25. And the fact that he plays in San Francisco, whatever they call that stadium this year, AT&T Park, shows that he really does have some great power that he can hit there. Joe Mauer hit 9 home runs last year. So, I mean, power's never really been the Joe Mauer thing.
Yeah, I mean, in his MVP season, he did hit 28, but he was in the dome. I don't think the new target field is very hitter-friendly for Mauer as far as power goes. But, you know, Posey isn't Safeco. No, not Safeco. AT&T, which is a pretty big park. I like Posey a lot better as far as power goes.
Now, if you go to RBIs, keep in mind, Buster Posey played 108 games last season, and Joe Mauer played 137. Now, the RBIs, Mauer has 75, Posey has 67. So, it's not that far off. So, I mean, for me there, again, I got to give the edge to Buster Posey. I think Joe Mauer can have a much better season. RBI-wise, I think he could go for 80 or 85, but I think if you give Posey a full season, he'll probably hit above 90 this season.
Yeah, like I said again, when a target field, it's not very hitter-friendly for Mauer. Again, in his MVP season, almost 100 RBIs, hit, 96. I don't think target field is really a hitter's ballpark. I think it's fairly neutral, but I give the edge a little bit more to the pitching. I think Mauer, looking at these stats from last year, I think this is going to be basically what we see out of Mauer. Maybe double-digit home run power, 70 to 80 RBIs, and he'll still have a crazy average, but I got to give the RBI edge to Buster Posey as well.
Alright, so all this being said, I think here's one more thing to look at, the fielding. The thing that's made Joe Mauer so relevant over the past few years, I mean, he's a very good hitter, but, I mean, you can find some guys that bat 300. I mean, Placido Polanco's done that, and no one's giving him MVPs. The thing that's made him so valuable is the type of game he can call and the tremendous fielding behind the play. I always think of that play against the Yankees the other year where he dove back to the plate and tug, I think it was Robinson Cano out. So, I mean, looking for me, I certainly think that Mauer's a tremendous fielder. That being said, though, Buster Posey last year came up, and I know he was handling the Giants' stacked pitching staff, but all scouts said he was way better than their expectations at doing that. And the fact that he was able to go out there and do that, and the fact that he was able to go out there and be pretty successful fielding as well, was a huge thing for them.
Yeah, the fielding, if you look at last year, Posey did play in 106 games, but he did play 30 of which at first base. We haven't seen Mauer play first base, I don't think, at all in his career. And Posey as a catcher last year had a 991 fielding percentage, and Mauer had a 996. I'm going to give a slight edge to Mauer on this one, but I like the versatility that Posey can bring playing first base and catcher. Maybe if Mauer played some first base and we see how he could do, maybe it would change my mind, give it in favor of Posey, but Yeah, I gotta give a slight edge to Mauer.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking in this debate, you almost just got to go with what you know, and that's catching. So, I mean, I got to give the Mauer the edge there, too. I think now, and this is more of an opinion thing, overall, who long-term do you see being a better player? Hitting-wise, fielding-wise, the whole package, who do you see being the better player?
Well, overall, going forward in the future, I'm going to have to give it to Buster Posey. Pending a Joe Mauer trade or something, I doubt it, but he signed 8 years.
Yeah, that's not going to be happening after that extension.
Yeah, he signed an 8-year, $184 million extension. The park isn't very friendly to him. Posey in 106 games last year, almost 20 home runs, with 70 RBIs. He plays a solid 140, 150 games a season. I don't see why 25 home runs, maybe 95 RBIs out of the question. I think that Posey gets the edge in hitting for power, but average, I still give it to Mauer.
Yeah, I mean, average I will always give to Mauer, but I think the power difference is so big. I mean, Joe Mauer is going to hit 320, 330 a lot of years. That being said, though, Buster Posey hit 305 in his rookie year, and I mean, there were points at the season last year where this guy's hitting like 340. So I don't think it's that big of a gap that you make that your key argument, really. I think Buster Posey will only improve. I think he'll probably end up being like a 310, 315 there. So I'll still give the edge to Mauer. But I think the power difference is going to be huge. Even if he was still playing in that stadium, the dome, Metrodome, I still think the home run numbers wouldn't be where Posey's at. And I think if you project this out, Mauer right now is what he's going to be. He's a great player, consistent MVP candidate, but I think Buster Posey has the potential to not only be the best catcher in the game, but be one of the top 5 players in the game, which is why I'm going to have to give this edge to Buster Posey.
Yeah, I'll give the edge to Buster Posey. I mean, I was looking back at the draft. I think it was when Posey was drafted in 2008. The Rays had the #1 overall pick. I'm a Rays fan. They took Tim Beckham and Buster Posey went to the Giants. Looking at that draft, I could only imagine how good the Rays would be now. Buster Posey. Personally, if I was a manager going forward, I'd rather have Posey.
No, yeah, I would rather have Posey. I mean, that's not to take. Tim Beckham's still a #1 prospect, and he's supposed to be great. So I think both teams are in good positions here. That's one of the first videos you'll hear with Richard. This Saturday will be the preview of the cycle with Kashkelly, AC, Kevin McAlpin of 97.5, The Fanatic, will likely be on with us. Richard will probably be on with us. Justin, it's going to be a great show. Probably be about a half-hour show, 25 minutes on here. So stay tuned for that. We'll talk the biggest stories in baseball. For those of you that didn't see, check out the World Series preview video we released yesterday. Other than that, I'm Tim. He's Richard. We'll see you later.